Good evening. Welcome to Sunday night Strat O Matic baseball from the Strat Cave in northern Michigan. My name is David Denman, a self-professed Strat O Matic fanatic, and got a special one on tap for you today. I replayed the 1985 Detroit Tigers schedule, and the replay Tigers ended up with a record of 94 and 67, which was, let's see, what was the improvement over what they had previously? Tigers in 85, excuse me while I page through this, had 84 wins. So significant improvement, 10-game improvement as far as the win column. And they were in the hunt for the pennant up until the last few days of the season. This will probably illustrate it best. Out of the last 10 games that they played, game 153 through game 161, I guess that's 9 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yes. They lost 7 of those games. They came off a 6-game winning streak. They beat New York twice at New York to tighten up the race for the pennant. They then lost 3 to the Red Sox at Boston. Then they lost 2 of 3 to Toronto in Toronto, at Tiger Stadium. Then they lost 2 of 3 to Baltimore at the very end of the season. The game that we're playing today, which is game number 162, there was not a game 162 for the 1985 Tigers because it wasn't necessary. Well, the records against 2 of their opponents have made this game necessary. So we'll go here first of all. So in actuality, in 1985 against New York, let's start with New York. Here we go. The Tigers were 9 and 3 in 12 games. There were 13 games they were supposed to play, but there was a game that was canceled, was deemed unnecessary at the end of the season because Toronto had won the pennant by 2 games. In Strat O Matic, they were 5 and 7 against those same Yankees. So a 4-game differential. The Yankees won 97 games in 1985. Add 4 to the win column, takes them to 101 games. Against Toronto, where's my Blue Jays? Here we are. In actuality, they were 6 and 7. In Strat O Matic, they were 4 and 9 against those Blue Jays in those 13 games. So a 2-game differential. Blue Jays ended up with 99 wins in 85, plus 2. They also have 101 wins. So at the end of the season, through 161 games for each of these teams, the Yankees and the Blue Jays are tied. So we're replaying the games that weren't necessary in 1985 to decide who wins the American League pennant. Currently, the Yankees and the Blue Jays are tied with 101 and 60 records. Detailed that here in this column here. If you can see this, on October 6th, with a loss to the Yankees ended up with 101 wins, 60 losses. Toronto entered that game with 101 wins, 59 losses, so they are now tied at 101 and 60. So the first game that we're going to replay, is game 162 of the Tigers season, which was the game that was postponed against the Yankees. So it's going to be the first of the 2 games that we're going to play to decide who the American League pennant winner is in 1985. So game 162 is on tap for the Tigers at New York. And we'll go over the starting lineups and the pitching matchups right away. So in this game, the starting pitchers will be Guidry is going for the Yankees. He is on 4 games rest. And Jack Morris, who is on 5 games rest, is going for the Tigers. The Tigers we'll do the visiting Tigers first of all. Well, let me do a little homework here. this play in the background while we're figuring out what we got going on here. I like to start each game with a national anthem. Bear with me, I did not cue it up this morning or today. There we go. No advertisement playing, so that's nice. All right, so for the visiting Tigers, batting leadoff and playing second base, Lou Whitaker. Batting second, playing shortstop, Alan Trammell. Batting third in right field is Kirk Gibson. Batting fourth and catching today's contest is Lance Parrish. Chet Lemon is the center fielder. He'll be batting fifth. Larry Herndon is the left fielder. He'll be batting sixth. Batting seventh and at first base will be Barbaro Garbe. Batting eighth and playing, or be the DH for today's game is Dwight Evans. And batting ninth and playing third base is Tom Brookins. I don't want to call him Brookie, by his nickname. For the hometown Yankees, batting first and playing center field, Ricky Henderson. Ken Griffey is the second batter. He is in left field today at Yankee Stadium. Mr. Baseball, Don Mattingly, is at first base. He'll be batting third. Dave Winfield in right field is batting cleanup. Ron Hassey is the DH. He'll be batting fifth. Andre Robertson is the third baseman. He'll be batting sixth. Willie Randolph at second base. He'll be batting second. Robbie Meacham is the shortstop. He'll be batting eighth. And Butch Waniger is going to be the catcher. He is in the ninth spot. Again, Guidry is pitching for the hometown Yankees. And Jack Morris is going for the Tigers. We do a little cover of the pitching matchups. Morris ended the Strat O Matic season with a record of 22-10, 2.78 ERA. Along the way, he collected 219 strikeouts. Jack was the man for the Tigers as they came down the stretch. And we'll go specifically against the New York Yankees. Against the Yankees, Jack was 1-2 with a 7.72 ERA. So we've got some improvement to do there for sure. So the Yankees kind of had their way with Jack throughout the season. Batting-wise, against the Yankees, only real standouts. Parrish was hit .317. He bashed 3 homers in 11 games. .333 for Dave Bergman, who played very rarely. It's kind of a down year for Dave. He was injured most of it. Herndon was .296 against the Yankees. RBI totals, 6 is the max, and that was Trammell, Gibson, and Parrish all posted 6 RBIs against the Yankees. So, yeah, as you can see, the Yankees had their way with the Tigers in the replay. The season record between the two teams is 5 wins for the Tigers, 7 wins for the Yankees. So, back to the total sheets, and we'll go through these are the statistics for the replay that I'll be reading off for the Tigers as we go through the ball game. So let's get our camera lined up here. There we go. Kind of a dreary afternoon, drizzly afternoon day in northern Michigan. A good time for baseball. Strat O Matic baseball, that is. And before the first pitch of the game, let's listen to the national anthem. Play ball. Again, another maintenance game, or part of the game that I didn't get ready yet, but will at this time.
Behind the thing. Behind the next.
This is the last time.
When we come to the stretch, we'll have Harry Carey leading us and take me out to the ball game. So let's go to Yankee Stadium. '85 night game, night game for the Yanks. And we are ready to go. Guidry's finished his warm-up tosses. Lou Whitaker steps into the batter's box. And we are underway. Let's go to the statistics here. Lou currently 284 batting average, 26 homers, 81 RBIs, net leadoff spot. Lefty versus lefty. 5-4, which is bounced to third. Third baseman is Robertson. He is a 53 in the E rating, and it's going to go to the E rating as the split is an 11. And that's the way the game starts. An error by the third baseman, Robertson. Whitaker is on board. I'll bring up Alan Trammell. Trammell, right-handed batter against the left-hander Guidry. Guidry pitching from the stretch. Kicks, deals. Set 5-7 is the result, which is a double 1 through 15. The split is a 3. So Trammell doubles to center field. Center field tonight is Ricky. Ricky's even. It's a 2-star double. I have a home-cooked rule that if the runner, in the combination of throwing and running, is a 15 or better on a double-star single, that he scores or goes 3 bases. In this case, the total is 16. Lou's a 16 runner with no deduction for the throwing. So Lou scores from first on Trammell's ringing double to center field, and the Tigers start off with a 1-0 lead. Kirk Gibson, the batter, a left-hander versus the left-hander Guidry. Again, from the stretch for Guidry. He kicks and deals. 2-3 is the result, which is a bounce to first base C. So the split indicates to me which kind of hit that is. 1 through 10 is a tap. 11 through 20 is a chop. So a chop to first base, fielded by Donnie. He flips it to Guidry, and there's one away. Trammell takes third. Defensive alignment is going to be corners in for Parrish at the plate. Trammell at third base. Guidry going for the full windup with the runner on third base. Kicks and deals. 2-8, which is a pop-up to the third baseman. That one's in the foul ground. Robertson over near the tarp, makes the catch. There are 2 down. Chet Lemon is the batter. We'll go back to the picture of the stadium so you can see what's going on. There we go. Chester digs in. We've got a runner at third with 2 out and a run in. Right-handed batter against the left-hander pitcher. Guidry again from the full windup. Kicks and deals. Oh, we hit him. Tried to get him off the plate a little bit, but he nicked Lemon, and Chet will take his base. So now we have runners at first and third, 2 out, and the batter is Larry Herndon. I played ballpark effects as well. In the ballpark effects for Yankee Stadium, a left-hander singles are 1 through 4, home runs 1 through 13, and right-handers it's 1 through 10 for single, 1 through 7 for a home run. I throw the split dice on those ballpark home runs just for a little added drama. So Hernan digs in. 4-9 is the result, which is a single 1 through 13. 18 is the split, so he hits a line drive at the shortstop, Meacham. He picks it off, and the inning is over. I keep track of the defensive stats too, so bear with me as I do that alongside with what I'm doing here. So we got 1 run on a hit. There was an error, and there were 2 men left. And Detroit goes up by 1 in the first inning. So the sister game, we'll call it, Toronto only played 161 games as well, as did the Baltimore Orioles. That was a game that was scheduled between the two that was canceled during the season. Again, because that wasn't necessary, it wasn't played, but now it is necessary due to the butterfly effect of the Tigers season. Both Blue Jays and Yankees winning more games than they had in actuality. So that is the second game of this set, we'll call it. Yankees win, Toronto loses, Yankee gets the pennant. Toronto wins, Yankees lose, Toronto gets the pennant, or Yankees get the pennant. If they both lose, then it's a playoff between New York and Toronto for the pennant. Or if they both win. Henderson, the batter, digs in. Morris is on the mound, right-hander versus right-hander. Ricky. It is a ballpark foul to the catcher. 10 is the split. He is a right-hander, so, no, he's a right-hander. Thought he was a switch hitter there for a minute. Nope, so he gets a base hit, center field. That's a plus base hit based on the ballpark effect. So Ricky is on base with a bloop single to center. Henderson is a AA stealer, so he's 1 through 17. I don't play super advanced where you have the ability of the leads and the roll for the leads to get a good lead. It's assumed that it's getting a good lead. Okay, he's Ricky Henderson in this case. So it comes down to the pitcher's hold and the catcher's throwing. Morris is a hold of +2. Our Parrish is a -3 behind the plate. So it is a net -1. So instead of a 1 to 17 chance, it's a 1 to 16 chance for Ricky. He goes. It's a 14. He's safe. Stole second base. Runner on second base, nobody out for the Yankees here in the bottom of the first. And that'll bring up Ken Griffey. Morris from the stretch. Checking the runner, Henderson. Kicks and deals to Griffey. 3-7 is the roll, which is a double 1 through 12. The split is an 18, so it is a single. But that is a single in the 30 column. Over a little home cook rule here for you as well. So Griffey is a left-handed swinger. So I attribute that hits that are to on his card 1 and 2 column go to left or right field. If it's in the 3 column, it goes to left field. It's the opposite field for him. That gives us off the hitter's card. It's either going to be left field or right field. Pitcher's card is straight up center field. So it gives a little more reality as far as what actually hits go. In this case, Griffey's line single was into left field. 2-star single, so Ricky comes around easily. RBI single for Griffey, and we got a tie ball game, 1-1. 2 batters deep against the Yankees. Morris with Griffey at first. Not a threat to steal. Mattingly digs in. Mattingly had a hell of a year that year. Most years he did. 324, 35 homers, 145 RBIs. So, Donnie Baseball is a beast. Left-hander against right-hander Morris. Jack kicks and deals. And there's a single 1 through 19. The split is a 1, so we've got a couple of things to do with that split. I use the split for both the wild pitch and the hitting. So in this case, it is a single. We have to figure out if the wild pitch occurred by Jack before the single. 1 through 13 is a wild pitch. 19 is the throw, so there is no wild pitch. It is a single past second base. 1-star single. And that puts runners at first and second with nobody out. Dave Winfield, the batter. And this is kind of mirrors reality in that the starting pitchers, the quality starting pitchers occasionally have difficulty in that first inning to get the feel for the pitch. In this case, it's the split finger that Jack's not throwing properly, and thus far he's given up 3 hits and 3 batters. Dave Winfield, first and second, nobody out. 2-6 is the result, which is the home run 1 through 12, double the rest of the way. The split is a 19. There are no stars, so this is going to be up to throwing and catching by the outfielders. Griffey comes around to score. Mattingly is at third. 1-12 runner. The hit is to left center, so he is a 1 through 12. And we're going to hold up Downey at third base. So second and third now. 2 runs in. RBI double for Winfield. And now Hassey the batter. 4 hits, 4 batters for the Yankees. The Yankees are coming out swinging in there, scoring thus far. 2 runs in, 2 runners on. Corner in is the defensive alignment for the Tigers. So third and first base move in. Shortstop and second base are in double play depth. Hassey the batter. What are we going to do with Hassey here? He's having some difficulties there. Jack's going to go after the strikeout. It's first inning. We're going for it. So from a full windup, kicks and deals. Whoa. 2-8 is the roll, which is a home run 1 through 18, double the rest of the way. The split is an 18. So if the homer occurs on the cusp, we'll call it, on the line of where the home run occurred, like in this case 18, 17 below it, goes over the fence by a foot, we'll call it, or 1 row. 19 is a robbed or a catch. In this case, would be a ground rule double. But in this case, Hassey has hit this one into the stands, and because it's on the cusp, it is off the foul pole in right field. So it hits a line drive home run off the foul pole in right field. 3 runners score. And 5 batters deep, the Yankees lead 5-1. Whew, bullpen is up. Looks like we got O'Neill and Carey throwing for the Tigers out there. Andre Robertson comes up. Bases are empty. Nobody is out, and there are 5 runs in. 3-7, strikeout swinging for Robertson. Down goes Robertson with a swinging strike. Willie Randolph, the batter. Randolph is one of the players, well, in Strat O Matic, you come across those. George Mitterwald is one that I can think of. Willie Randolph, another. Brian Downing of the Angels, that they seem to perform in the clutch. And they are kind of they have those experiences beyond what their capabilities were, or their averages indicated that they were, at least in games that I have played. So Randolph is up. Nobody on and 1 out. 3-9. Bounce to short. Trammell's got it. Now Garbea's got it. 2 out. Bob Meacham's batter. He's a switch hitter, batting left-handed against the right-hander, Morris. Playing shortstop today, batting 8th. 3-9 is the roll, is a strikeout swinging. So after all the fireworks, Jack settles in and gets 3 in a row, striking out 2. But the damage is done. There are 5 runs on 5 hits. There was not an error and nobody left because they all scored. And the score after 1 is New York 5, Tigers 1. So he spotted Guidry a 4-run lead. So this might be turned into a... We'll do some trivia and talk about the history of the 2 teams and the game, and because it might not be much of a game here. The Yankees came out with a vengeance, and they're trying to punch their ticket to get into that playoff, if not win the pennant outright. Barbaro Garibay, the batter, he's leading off. He's the 7th hitter in the Tiger lineup, leading off the top of the 2nd. Scores 5-1 New York. 4-6 is a strikeout called. So in Strat O Matic baseball, you get the point of weakness strikeouts, like that one right there. And I call those called strikes. And it comes up about 1/4 of the time, which is about how often that strike is called. So it's a nice little tool for me to make it, just change it up, give it a little more reality. So Garbe, as Ernie would say, stood there like the house beside the road, 1 down. Darrell Evans, the batter, lefty versus lefty. 1-9, which is a strikeout swinging. Down goes Darrell on a wicked slider from the left-hander Guidry. Tommy Brookins, the batter. So let's go over some of the statistics here. He just had Evans in the batter's box. He ended up with 36 homers. It was tied for the lead with Kirk Gibson for the Tigers with 36 homers. Our pal Tom Brookins had a rough season, 207. So his actual stats during the season were 237. So he dropped 30 points. Let's see, 7 homers and 55 RBIs. I think those are right, pretty much on spot. Yep, 7 homers and 47 RBIs. So still accomplished the RBI portion of it, and even bettered it. So 2 out, nobody on. Brookins the batter, right-hander versus left-hander Guidry, 4-6 again, and we just heard that one. That's a called strike 3. So Guidry strikes out the side here in the second. Down go the Tigers. Up come the Yankees, bottom of the second. Got a 5-1 ball game. Yankees in the lead. Morris back out on the mound. Go back to the Yankee Stadium picture. There we go. Butch Weininger, the batter. 9th batter in the lineup today. He is a switch hitter, batting left-handed against the right-hander, Morris. 111, which is a walk. And that, Jack wasn't too happy with that call on that walk. He didn't feel that that was a walk yet, so Jack's getting a little excited out there. You get 3 of those, and then there's potential he gets ejected. Ricky Henderson, the batter. Ricky led off the game with a single, swiped second, came around on Rick Giffey's single, and the merry-go-round was underway. From the stretch, 1-9 is the result, which is the ground ball, third base B. So Brookins gets it, flips it over to Whitaker for the force out. That's all they'll get. Ricky's safe at first. 1 down. Henderson at first. He's still got the pedal to the metal. We're going to send him 1 through 16. He's safe. 2 is the roll, which puts it on the throwing of Parrish. I believe he's a 1 through 3, but let's double check that. Yeah, 1 through 3. Played a whole season that way, so kind of easy to keep track of that stuff. 1 through 3. 5 is the roll, so the throw is a little high, but the left-hander Griffey up, Primal on the cover, he makes the catch. Ricky has stolen second base, so we got a runner at second base with 1 out, and Ken Griffey the batter. Single RBI run scored in the first. 5-2, which is a bounce to first base A. So ground ball A, that is a tap in this case. And that advances the runner. Henderson takes third on that ground ball to third base. So 2 down, runner on third. Don Mattingly, the batter. Mattingly single, scored a run. There's going to be a lot of that in these first couple of hitters here on the Yankee lineup. From the full windup with a runner at third, 1-7 is the roll. Boy, that's the same one he had last time. And this time, Donnie delivers a base hit past the second baseman on a line, and that knocks in Ricky with yet another run. 6-1, New York. Mattingly comes through with his RBI single. Dave Winfield, the batter. There are 2 out. Mattingly at first. From the stretch, Morris kicks, delivers. 5-7, which is called strike 3. So that slider from Morris got past Winfield and ended the inning. Yankees get one run on 1 hit, no errors. There was a man left. 2 innings in the book. The score is 6 for the Yankees, 1 for the Tigers. To the third we go. Lou Whitaker leading off. A little maintenance of the signage here. Get the scoreboard right. Top of the order for the Tigers here, starting off the top of the third. Whitaker, Trammell, and Gibson. Lefty versus lefty. Pitch to Lou. He walks him. Went to a 3-2 count, but Lou, good eye, gets on base. Alan Trammell, the batter. He doubled in the first, drove in Lou for the Tigers' only run at this point. Right-handed batter, 3-6 is the result, which is a hot shot to shortstop. It's a plus. So Meacham up with it over to Whitaker, over to Randolph. On to Donnie, a double play. Outs at 3 and 4, assists at 4 and 6. 2 up, 2 down. So the walk is obliterated by we had a 1. So we got to see if Guidry threw a wild pitch. 1 through 2. 7 is the roll. So Weininger made a nice stop on the play. Kirk Gibson, the batter. 2 out, nobody on. Lefty versus lefty. 4-5 is the bounce to shortstop. Shortstop Meacham is a 3. 18 is the split. That's a ground ball A off the X chart. And that retires the side in the third. Make sure we got 9 outs there. We do. So the Tigers go quietly. Walk, double play, bounce to short. On to the bottom of the third. We got a 6-1 ball game. Yankees lead. Hasse, Robertson, and Randolph are due. Hasse is DH today. He homered, hit a 3-run homer off the fair pole down right field. 5-8 is the roll, which is a fly ball left field. Fairly deep, but back goes Herndon. He's got the room now. He makes the catch, 1 down. Andre Robertson, the batter. Robertson committed an error back in the first, led to the Tiger run. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout thus far. 4-6 is the roll, which is another swinging strike off Jack's card. 2 down. Willie Randolph, the batter. Right-hander swinging second baseman. Bounce short is first time up. 1-6 is the result. Home run 1 through 6. Whew. Comment about how he comes up big against the teams that I'm playing here. Randolph hit in 1985, a total of 5 home runs. The roll was 1-6, which is a homer 1 through 6. Split's actually a 7, so imagine in your mind's eye, a fly ball to right field. Gibson is at the fence, leaps, pulls it back from over the fence, and robs Randolph of a homer here in the house that Ruth built. And that will end the inning for the Yankees. Randolph gave it a ride, but Gibby was up to the task and pulled it back over the fence. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 outs have been recorded by the Tigers, and 9 outs recorded by the Yanks. We're done through 3 innings of play, and the score is 6 for the Yankees, 1 for the Tigers. Top of the fourth we go. Parrish, Lemon, and Herndon. 4, 5, and 6 in the Tiger lineup. All right-handed batters against Guidry. Louisiana Lightning winds and deals. 3-5 is the result, which is the home run 1 through 10, doubled the rest of the way. The split is a 15. So Parrish gets that one, lines it into right field in the corner. Winfield gets it, Parrish slides in just ahead of Winfield's throw. He's got a hell of an arm out there and right, but Parrish took second base, led off with a double. Chet Lemon, the batter. Runner at second, nobody out. Pitch to Lemon, 1-8. We've seen this one in this playoff. 1-8 is a home run, 1 through 17. The split is a 2, so Lemon didn't leave much to the imagination on that one. He knocked one out of Yankee Stadium here. Sent it 15 rows deep in left field. 2-run homer. We now have a 6-3 ball game. Larry Herndon, the batter. Guidry gets a fresh ball. Eyes the catcher Weiniger for the sign. Herndon digs in. Nobody out. 2 men in. Pitch to Larry. 2-12. Fly ball center field. Not very deep. Ricky kind of trots over. Snaps at it with the glove. Makes the catch. 1 down. Barbaro Garbey, the batter. He's playing first base today in this playoff game. 3-2, which is a hit by pitch plus injury. So Guidry clips his second batter. This one, it gets Garbey on the hand. Well, use your mind's eye to envision that. He got hit in the hand, and he is going to come out of the ball game. Garbey is. So Barbaro is out of the game. Need a new first baseman. Evans is at DH. He's typically the first baseman, but he's not going to be in this case because we're not going to go with a pitcher hitting yet. Well, let's see. Need a base runner first of all. So the base runner is going to be Doug Baker. And the new first baseman is going to be Dave Bergman. So Baker comes in as a pinch runner. Well, I guess we're in the 4th. Could drop the DH, pinch it for the pitcher who would bat 8th. We're going to go with Dave Bergman as the first baseman. So Bergman will take over first base duties now. Baker comes in as a pinch runner. So Doug Baker's the pinch runner. Bergman will come out and play first base. Book is good on Garbaro. Evans the batter. Runner at first. 1 out. Guidry from the stretch. Lefty versus lefty. Guidry with that wicked slider. Evans following him back as best he can. 2-2 count. Pit, kick, and deal. 1-8. Hot shot to second base. Randolph's got it. Flips it to Meacham for 1. On to first baseman Mattingly for 2. Double play. Inning over. 2 runs on 2 hits. Nobody left. Tigers get 2 back. And now we have a 6-3 ball game. Make sure I've got my outs here. 3-6, assist at 4-6. Should have 12 total outs. We do now. 6-3 Yankees, bottom of the 4th. As mentioned, Bergman is taking over at first base for Garbey. Morris back out to the mound. Meacham, Weiniger, and then back to the top of the order, Henderson. Bobby Meacham in. 0 for 1, struck out. Batting left-handed against switch hitter, batting left-handed against right-handed Morris. 2-4 is the roll, which is a double 1 through 7, single the rest of the way. Split is a 19, so that is a line drive base hit to right center field. Right fielder Gibson cuts it off in the alley. fires to second base. Meacham returns to first, one down. Or nobody out. One on. Weiniger to the batter. He's a left-hander. Batting switch hitter, batting left-handed. 5-5 is the roll. Weiniger is an N home run possibility against pitching as a right-hander. 5-5 is an N home run 1-5. The split is a 20 though, so he gave it a heck of a ride to right field. Gibby puts it away. One down. Gave it a ride, but didn't get it out of here. Henderson the batter. Ricky's scored twice. Single, fielder's choice, a couple stolen bases. Right-hander Henderson against the right-hander Morris. 4-10, which is fly ball center field X. The split is a 6. So Lemon steady. Chet Lemon out in right center field. Puts that away. There are 2 down here in the 4th. Kenny Griffey comes up. Meacham at first, 2 down. Griffey the batter, left-handed against the right-hander. 3-8, which is a hot shot to first. Our new first baseman, Bergman, up to the task, snags that ball, wins the race to the bag, and the side retires. Jack settled down slightly, we'll say. He's only given up 1 hit in the last 2 innings. And at the end of 4, we have a score of 6 for the Yankees and 3 for the Tigers. On to the 5th we go. Tigers will send Brookins, Whitaker, and Trammell against Guidry. Brookins the batter. He struck out his first time up. Left-hander versus the right-hander Brookins. 3-2, which is a ground ball base hit into right field. So Rookie goes the other way, catches a slider on his way in and knocks it the opposite direction. Brookins is on first, nobody out. Bear with me while I get a drink here. Lou Whitaker, the batter. Sweet Lou, the batter. He is 0 for 1 officially. He has walked and been safe on an error, scored. Left-hander versus left-hander. 3-3, which is a shot down to third. Second baseman for 1, that's all they're going to get. Ground ball was wide of third. Took Robertson a moment to get it over there. Lou's safe at first, 1 down. Alan Trammell, the batter. Trammell's 1 for 2, double an RBI, and then hit into a double play. 4-8, he pops it up on the infield. Out behind third base, Robertson's waved off Meacham. He'll put that away. 1 down. 2 down, excuse me. That'll bring up Gibson. Kirk Gibson, the batter. Gibby digging in. Guidry pitching away. Sharp slider cutting in and down against Gibson. He hits the ballpark fly ball to right field. He, as a left-hander, 1 through 13, knocks it out of here. Anything else, 14 and better is a catch. The split is an 8, so Gibby golfs that slider out of the yard with a man on, and the Tigers are fighting their way back. 2-run homer. 5 rows deep in the right field seats, and just like that, it's a 6-5 ball game. Little conference on the mound. Lance Parrish is in. Parrish has got some decent power against lefties. And let's see what Lance did during the season while they have a little confab out there. Parrish hits .257, 31 homers, knocked in 116 runs. Gibson ended up at an even 100 for the year on RBIs. Darrell Evans is next in line with home runs. RBIs. He had 86 RBI, 36 of those were himself on 36 homers. Guidry's staying in, but the bullpen is up for the Yankees. And it looks like it's Fisher and Can't quite make out who that other pitcher is that has gotten up. It's a lefty, Rod Scurry. So we got Brian Fisher and Rod Scurry up in the Yankee bullpen. Tiger bullpen is set down now. They're watching a ball game. Lance Parrish, the batter, right-hander against the left-hander Guidry. Guidry has given up a couple of homers to get the Yankees or the Tigers back into this game. Pitch to Lance, 1-7, hot shot to shortstop. Meacham grabs it, plenty of time. Across the diamond to Mattingly, and the side is retired. But they got 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, nobody left. We are now 4.5 into the game, and the score is 6-5. Yankees over Tigers. Well, yeah, we're not done with that 5 tile yet for the Yankees inning, are we? Because we've got the Yankees to go yet. One-run game. Bottom of the 5th. So 2 pitching titans on the mound, but the bats are booming here at Yankee Stadium. Yankees scored 5 in the first and a single run in the second. Since then, things have quieted down. We'll have Mattingly, Winfield, and Hasse are due up. Donnie baseball in. Left-hander versus the right-hander. Morris. 4-4 is a catch X. Parrish is a 2. That's a pop-up. So picture in your mind's eye. Lance loses the mask. He moves back by the New York's insignia on the grass. Makes the catch, 1 down. Donnie pops out to the catcher, 1 away. Winfield, the batter, right-hander versus right-hander. Morris kicks, deals. 4-5, which is a strikeout swinging. He's got big Dave Winfield twice now on the swinging strike. Ron Hasse, the batter. Hasse's big home run, 3-run homer in the first is the big hit of the game thus far. That has given the Yankees the lead that they have not relinquished, but the Tigers keep chipping away. Left-handed swinger, 2-5, which is a 1-1, double the rest of the way. It's a 2 on the split. So, home-baked rule, if it's on the cusp, like in this case, 1 is the triple, 2 is the double, it is a ground rule double. So it is forced two-base advance by the runners on base. No chance of throwing out because it hopped out of the field. But Hasse's on second base now with 2 out. He's a 1-8 runner. Early in the ball game, we're going to leave him in. Robertson, the batter. He's a solid hitter. Robertson in 85 hits, 328, and 125 at-bats, 2 homers. He does have a clutch single at 1-3. And I play clutch singles, so if we throw a 1-3, it's a base hit because Hasse is in scoring position. Right-hander versus right-hander. Something in the 2 column if you're a Tiger fan, but we got a pitch in the 4 column, and Jack walks him on 4 pitches. He's going to take his chances with Willie. Willie's got safety in all ranges here. You see, he's got walks in the 2 and 3 column, solid in the 1 for the hits. Jack on the pitcher's card, 6 column, but even then there's some action there. So righty versus righty, Willie Randolph, 410. Fly ball center field out there for Lemon. 12 is the split, so it goes to Lemon's E rating, which is a 5. We threw a 5. So what's the result there? That is a single. If the E rating for the outfielder is less than, or 10 and less, I consider it a single then error. So in this case, it's a single to center field. Again, here's the Roberts or Randolph, his magic. Then steady fielding, Chet Lemon fumbles the ball. That allows Hasse to come around to score. No RBI at this point since the run has scored via error. Runners now at first and third. Error on Chet. And Tigers Tigers go back one more run. It's now 7-5. Bobby Meacham's batter. Meacham's 1 for 2. Single last time up. Batting left-handed. 5-4, which is a ballpark fly ball to right field C. He is batting left-handed, so it had to be a 4. So it is a fly ball right field C. Three out, and the side retires. But they get one run, 2 hits. There was an error. There were 2 left on base. Not 3. And after 5 complete, the score is Yankees 7, Tigers 5. Both starters are still in the ball game. Guidry will come out top of the 6th. Let's do our outs here. Make sure we've got enough. 6, 9, 10, 12. We do. And we do. Top of the 6th. Chet Lemon, the batter. Lemon's homered. Been hit by a pitch in 2 trips. Guidry against the left-hander Lemon. Kicks. Steals. Let's get the scoreboard right. Five, 7, which is a double 1 through 17 single the rest of the way. It's a sharp single to center field off the bat of Chet Lemon to start off the 6th. Bullpen's up and throwing again. They had stopped, but now they're going again. It is still Fisher and Scurry in the bullpen. Larry Herndon, the batter. Something in the 2 column if you're a Tiger fan. 6, 8. That's just as good. Triple 1 through 2, single the rest of the way. It is a sharp single to right center. 2 stars, so Lemon goes around to third base. Winfield's throw goes to second base. And that is going to bring the manager to the mound. Guidry's got 5 innings in, so he's eligible for the win. And we are going to take him out of the game. So Louisiana Lightning, Ron Guidry, is out of the game. And into the game will be Brian Fisher, long relief specialist for the Yankees. Fairly good strikeout ground ball pitcher. Pencil down. So Fisher comes into the game, doing his warm-up tosses. Bergman is going to be the batter. So Guidry went 5 innings complete. You have 5, 6, 7 hits. Hit 2. Walked 1. Walked 1, hit 2. Struck out 3, which was the side in the second, but no further strikeouts after that. Had 2 double plays behind him. Gave up 2 home runs. And faced 24 batters in doing so. So the delta is 9. So 7 hits, 2 hit by pitches, and a walk give us 10. We had an error as well, so that's 11 runners for the Tigers, 2 double plays, 9 is the number. Delta is good, and on we go. Bergman, the batter. 2 men on, first and third. Corners are in. Lemon's going to go on contact. Dave Bergman, the batter. Pitch by Fisher, 5-6 strikeout swinging. So Fisher came in and got a strikeout with runners on first and third, just as I'm hoping that he would do. Darrell Evans is the batter. Dangerous left-handed hitter. Lots of power. Not for average, but for power. Brian Fisher, pitching from the stretch, kicks, deals. 4-8, which is a walk. He also has a very good eye, Darrell Evans does. So that will load the bases for Tom Brookins. Defensive alignment is corners in. Brookie at the plate. He has a clutch single at 3-8, should that roll occur. Oh, no, we only have one out, so clutch does not come into play. Bases loaded, one out. Tom Brookins, the batter. He's an 8-bunter, and in certain cases, I have dropped a sacrifice down here. Corners are in, so an A becomes a B on third and first handling of the bunt. Well, let Tommy swing away. 4-8 against the right-hander is a called strike 3. Brookins looking, caught looking, and there are 2 down. That is the third called strike 3. So, home cook rule, 3 called strike 3s. An argument ensues. 1 through 4, somebody gets ejected. 1, it's the player. 2, it's the manager. 3 or 4 is the coach. 19, so they just go get nose to nose, but that's all that happens. Nobody gets ejected. Everybody goes back to their places. 2 are down. Lou Whitaker is the batter. Bases loaded now, 2 out. Fisher got a big called strike 3 there to no fly ball, no ground ball to score a run. Still 7-5 Yankees. Whitaker the batter. The roll 6-7, which is a fly ball center field, fairly deep, but Ricky's cruising, he's catching, and the side retires. Tigers threaten but do not score, leave 3 on base in the top of the 6th. 6, 10, 13, 15. What did I do here? 1 too many. There we go. 18 outs. Recorded by the Yankees. On to the bottom of the inning. Guidry is out of the game. Fisher is in as the reliever for the Yankees. Off to the bottom of the 6th we go. Morris is still in for the Tigers. Weiniger will lead off the top of the 6th. He's 1 for 2. A walk and a fly ball to the fence. 1-7, which is another walk. So Jack walks Weiniger to lead off the inning. Weiniger is a 1 through 8 runner. He is also, they have Espino. Who is that? Espino is the reserve catcher with everybody up. No play is being put on. Weiniger staying at first base. Ricky Henderson, the batter. 4-7. He walked Ricky too. And that will be the end of Jack's day. So Morris, the starter for the Tigers, goes just 5 innings. 6, 7, 8, 9 hits in those 5. Walked 1, 2, 3, 4. Walked 4 batters. Jack struck out 4 batters. There are no double plays turned behind him. And he has faced 28 batters. 28 batters get 15 outs. 13 is the Delta. We had an error in there too, but that was not a get it on base error. So the Delta is good. 2 runners on, nobody out. Morris is out of the game. And in will come Randy O'Neill. O'Neill's the reliever, long reliever for the Tigers. From the right-handed side. He's finished his tosses. Guess we could have gone. In fact, we are going to go. Unlike Major League Baseball, we don't go back out and get him. We're actually going to bring in Chuck Carey. 3 out of the next 4 batters are right-handed. Where'd you go, Chuck? There he is. Chuck Gary's coming on. Left-handed pitcher. Got a call to make here with Griffey. 24%, so he's not solid against left-handers. Potential is that someone could hit for him, but, you know, he's also Ken Griffey, and you got a 2-run lead, so we're going to leave Griffey in. Gary's finishes warm-up tosses. Bottom of the 6th, Yanks lead 7-5. Lefty versus lefty. 6-5, which is an X bounce to short. Split is a 12, so we go to E rating of Trammell. He's a 16. 8 is the roll. Sounds like we got an out. We did. So ground ball to shortstop. A. Flips to second on to first. Double play. Runner on second base. Goes to third with 2 out. So Weiniger is on third. Henderson is out at second. Double play grounder. But reliever Carey came in and got the double play grounder. And now it's Mattingly with a runner on third. Donnie delivered a single in this situation last time. Let's see what goes on here. He's 2 for 3. Run scored, RBI. 4-4 is the roll. Fly ball center field X. This is how we got where we are in this situation. Split is a 12, so it goes to Chet's X rating once again, which is 1 through 5. The split is a 4. The combination is a 4, so he creates another error. So a base hit to center field. Chet has another error. Mattingly will take second base, but Mattingly gets the RBI since the runner was at third to begin with. A second error by Chet. Wow. The split, E rating is a 5. He's only supposed to commit 5 all year. And here are 2 in this playoff game. It's now 8-5 Yankees. Winfield, the batter, runner in scoring position. Gary kicks and deals, 6-8. Single 1 through 6. The split is a 13, so it's a line shot at Trammell at short. He is up to the task, snares the liner, and that will end the inning. But there's a run. On 1 hit, an error, and 1 batter left on base, 1 runner left on base. 6 complete now in the books. The Yankees lead 8-5. Tigers had a good scoring opportunity in the 6th. Did not come through as Fisher came out and put out the fire. We're now on to the top of the 7th. Visiting team coming to bat. Let's finish the book on Jack here. That is 8 runs, 7 earned. All right, book is done. Let's get Ray Guidry done here too now. He gave up 5 runs, 4 earned, with a couple of homers. Brian Fisher back in the saddle. Alan Trammell leading things off. Trammell, Gibson, and Parrish are due for the Tigers here in the 7th. 2-7, fly ball center field, not deep. Ricky cruises over, makes that funky catch, snap of the glove, makes the catch, 1 down. Kirk Gibson, the batter. That Tram is now 1 for 4 with an RBI. Gibby homered last time up, 1 for 3 with a homer. 2-run score, or 2 RBIs. 3-6 is a single 1 through 17. It's a line ball. 5 is the split, so it's a line shot past the second baseman. Randolph in the right field. Gibby's on. Brian Fisher's hold is a +8. So there's no coming back from that. That's going to be So I play that to keep it real. If you throw a 19 or 20, 20 is a pickoff. If you on the split, if you throw a 20, it's a pickoff. And you throw a 19, even though the numbers indicate that he should be safe, he'll be out. But we're gonna run him because we can, and he steals second base. Down by 3, the Tigers keep running, pedal to the metal, and Gibby is now stolen second base. Because I play aggressively on the base paths for stealing, Gibson ended up with 63 steals in the replay. And what did that result for his runs scored? 101. So, yeah, important. Lance Parrish, the batter, right-hander versus right-hander. Fisher on the mound. He came in, struck out a couple of batters with runners at first and third, walked the bases full, then got a fly ball to end it. Parrish digs in. Parrish is 1 for 3, double run scored. Pitch to Lance, 3-9, which is a strikeout swinging. It's the field goal, though, because 3-10 is a homer, 3-8's a single, 3-11's a homer, 3-12's a homer. But down he goes on strikes. Two down, Chet Lemon the batter. Fisher again in his second inning work. Runner on second base, 2 out. Chet the batter, 2-7, which is a pop-up on the infield. Meacham's got a beat on it. He puts it away, and the inning is over. They leave a man. And after 6.5, the score is Yankees 8, the Tigers 3. And with that, here comes Harry to sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
This is the last time this year, so let me hear you. Good and loud. All right, Gary. All 1. All 2. All 3. Take me out
To the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Thanks, Harry. Thanks for the memories. Left-hander Carey on the mound. Hassey is being removed for a pinch hitter. On will come Don Baylor to be the DH for the Yanks. Hassey had a heck of a day, though. He was 2 for 3, 2 runs scored, 3 RBI with a homer. So he was a cog in the wheel in this 8-5 ball game thus far. Bottom of the 7th, Baylor, Robertson, Randolph are due. Chuck Carey kicks, steals. 1-8, strikeout swinging. He gets Don Bailey on a strikeout. 1 down. Andre Robertson, the batter. He is 0 for 2 with a walk, pair of strikeouts. 3-8, which is another strikeout swinging. Carey has got some gas going out there. Blowing it past batters. 2 strikeouts. Willie Randolph, the batter. He is 1 for 3. Left-hander versus right-hander. 1-10, which is a triple 1-2 single the rest of the way. So Willie singles. Since it's in the 1 column, that's the left. And Randolph is on. Meacham, the batter. Switch hitter now batting right-handed against left-hander Carey. Bottom of the 7th. 2-10 is the roll. Bounce to short. Primal has it, flips it to Whitaker for the force out at second base, and the inning is over. They get a runner on, strand them. 7 complete now in the books, and we have 50. Work the right, an 8-5 ball game heading to the 8th inning. Fisher in his 3rd inning of relief. If we look to the bullpen now, we see it's Mike Armstrong and Dave Righetti warming up. Herndon, the right-hander on the mound. I go straight up platooning with Grubb. So Herndon will come out of the game. And the batter will be Johnny Grubb. But not much of a bench for the Tigers in 85. Not like 84, of course, but, you know, those were remarkable years for some of the players that were on the bench. So on will come Grubb to be the left fielder. Larry had 1 put out there. Left-hander versus the right-hander, Brian Fisher. 1 column on the hitter's card, 4 columns on the pitcher's card. We're hoping to get a hit. We're in the 8th inning now. 8-5 ball game. Kick and deal by Fisher, 4-2. Fly ball to right field, fairly deep. Back goes Winfield. He's got plenty of room. Makes the catch, 1 down. Dave Bergman, the batter. Pitch to Bergman, 1-6. He draws a walk. So Bergman craftily draws a walk. His on-base percentage for the year was .250, so. Darrell Evans, the batter. Evans is 0 for 2. Strikeout, walk, and a double play. It's like the Gordie Howe hat trick. Goal, assist, and a fight. And you got strikeout, walk, and a double play. Left-hander against the right-hander, Fisher. Pitch 2-4. Got it in the right column, but not in the right place. It's a pop-up on the infield. Randolph slides under it, makes the catch, 2 down. They'll bring up Brookins. Run out outs for the Tigers. Yankees are 4 outs away from punching their card to at least a playoff, if not the pennant, depending on the outcome of the Toronto-Baltimore game. Pitch to Tommy. Strikeout swinging. Got Brookins on a fastball. And that will end the 8th inning for the Tigers. They leave a man. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. 8 for the Yankees, 5 for the Tigers. Make sure I've got enough outs recorded there. I do. So the Tigers will be at the top of the lineup. Fisher is now officially done. So he will come out of the ball game. And Righetti is the only one that's remaining in the bullpen. So Dave Righetti is going to come in the 9th. Against the Tigers. And we'll do Fisher's book right here while we're at it. He pitched 3 innings, gave up 1 hit, walked 2, struck out 4, faced 12, and that book's good. On to the top or bottom of the 8th we go. Yankees would like to get some insurance runs here. Carey now in his 3rd inning. Weiniger, number 9 hitter. Then back to the top of the order, Henderson and Griffey. Butch Weiniger, switch hitter, batting right-handed against left-hander Carey. Gary kicks and deals, and ball 4 outside. Weininger walks. Gary didn't like the call, making it known, but fast forward 40 years, and you'll have the ABS. Ricky Henderson, the batter. Man on first, nobody out. Ricky's a tough guy to double up. But here we got him one. 6-2 is the roll. Ground ball, third base A. So Brookins on to Whitaker. Over to Bergman. Double play. Ricky bounces into a double play. He ripped it down to third base. And they got him by a half of a step at first. 2 down. Kenny Griffey is the batter. Griffey is 1 for 4, RBI single. Wait. Yeah. I was going to take him out, but I didn't. I left him in, and he hit into a double play. Jeez. Gosh, Kenny. So, what are we going to do here? Griffey is a little bit of a defensive liability. Bring in Billy Sample. Billy Sample pitching for Griffey. Right-hander against the left-hander Carey. Playing the odds there. Sample will come in. He is a 2, 4 E rating, but a +2 with the arm in left field. Griffey's day is done. 1 for 4, run scored, RBI. Bounced into a double play. He had 0 chances in the field. Nobody on. 2 are out. Sample the batter. Bottom of the 8th. 2-6. Fly ball center field. Gentle little fly. Lemon camps. He catches. And the inning is over. There were no hits. Runner was erased on a double play. Off to the 9th we go. And Dave Righetti coming out of the Yankees bullpen. Try to register a save here. Yankees lead by 3. Hard throwing left-hander. He'll face Whitaker, Trammell, Gibson, 2 lefties in that group. Make sure we're good on outs here. 13, 17, 18, 24. We are on to the 9th we go. Lou Whitaker digs in. Lou is 0 for 3. Scored 2 runs. Drew a walk. Safe on an error. And safe on a fielder's choice. We're off to the 9th. And pitch to Lou. 4-4, which is a fly ball center field. X split rating is not intact here. Ricky is a 2, and that is a fly ball to center field. Ricky had a little trouble with it, but he corrected himself and made the catch. 1 down. Alan Trammell, the batter. Trammell's 1 for 4. RBI double back in the first. Also bounced into a double play. Left-hander versus the right-handed batter. 6-7, which is a walk. 4-ball walk to Trammell. Righetti making it interesting, I guess. I'll bring up Gibson. Gibson homered off Guidry back in the 5th. Lefty versus lefty. Ballpark variety. 5 rows deep, though, in the right center field pavilion. Gibby's 2 for 4. Homer and a single. Righetti kicks and deals. Anything on the pitcher's card is going to be bad for Gibson. And 4-6 is the roll, which is a called strike 3. Gibby watched that slider nip that inside corner. Woo! Dave Righetti, or Lance Parrish, last gasp for the Tigers. Parrish is 1 for 4, double, scored a run. Left-hander Righetti kicks and deals. 4-8 is the result, which is a base hit to center field. So not quite done yet because we got the tying run at the plate. Henderson is a 0. Tram becomes a, we're not going to get thrown at third, are we, Alan? No. 1 through 17, we're not going to let that happen. Lemon is the batter. Lemon has had some success against Rigetti, and success against left-handers. He's homered off Guidry back in the 4th. We're getting a pinch runner for Lance Parrish, so that'll end the day for Lance. He's a 5, 1, 2. Didn't knock anybody in. So he's 2 for 5, run scored, also struck out once. Lance Harry handled 8 chances behind the plate without an error. Who are we going to put in there? We're going to go with Alejandro Sanchez. Is going to be the pinch runner. And he's been kind of a lucky charm in pinch running. I think he has scored 3/4 of the time that he's gone in as a pinch runner. Let's see if we can keep that live today. He's also a pretty good stick with the bat against lefties. So Sanchez is the pinch runner. Parrish is out of the game. Lemon in the box. If you're a Tiger fan, you know on a 1-8, a 1-9, 1-10 roll, that at least gives you opportunities, or anything late in the 4 column, late in the 6 column. Pitch to Lemon, 1-9. Oh boy. Long fly ball, deep left field. It is a ballpark home run. The chances are 1 to 16 on Chet's card. So, and as a right-hander, it's got to be between 1 and 7. Tie ball game or end of the ball game right here. Lemon gives it a ride. Back goes to the left fielder Sample. He's at the wall, and he doesn't make the catch. It hits the foul pole. A home run for Lemon, and we've got a tie ball game. Oh my gosh. Wow. From out of nowhere, the Tigers score 3 on Chet's 3-run homer. It hits the foul pole. Ballpark home run. And just like that, we've got a tie ball game. 8-all. Grubb is due up. Grubb is not going to bat. Rigetti still remains in the game. What a shocker for Yankee fans. The air has gone right out of the stadium. Pinch hitter is going to be, or pinch hitter, new left fielder. Well, maybe that is not the case. Let's see. We can put chances in left. Yeah. We got a new pinch hitter. Simmons is coming in to pinch hit. Grubb goes 0 for 1. He didn't have any chances in left field. I'm going to change the score just because we can. 8-8. Snowmen in October. And Simmons is the batter. 2 out. Nobody on because they all scored. 1-7. Single 1 through 9 at the 4, so he lands a base hit past second base. And now we have the winning run, potential winning run on base in the shape of Nelson Simmons. And that will be the day, end of the day for Rigetti. Rigetti did not have it today. Chet Lemon took him in the yard. Got Bergman coming up. We're at a dearth for first basemen, I believe, so we're going to need a lefty. Rod Scurry, all warmed up, ready to go. He'll be coming in relief. Scurry is the relief pitcher. Bear with me here while I deal with the carnage here. And let's see what's going to happen with Bergman here if we have an likely alternative here. So Rigetti went 2/3 of an inning, gave up 3 hits, a walk, a home run. Chet had a day. 6 batters faced. He struck out 1. So, yeah, Delta is good. And he's given up 3 runs so far. He's responsible for the runner Simmons on base. And now we're down to the brass tacks here. We've got not much of an opportunity for a first baseman here. I don't think anyone on the Tiger staff is split at first base because it was either Garbe or Evans. Boy. What to do. Bergman's coming out. Evans will come out of DH and become the first baseman. We're going to forfeit the DH. We don't have a good opportunity here either, though. Who's going to come on? Well, let's go this way. Marty Castillo's going to come in. Marty had an awful year in 85, batted 119, 84 at bats, 2 homers, but he is an N home run possibility here. So Castillo will be the new catcher. Let's do the book on Baker, did not score. Bergman, 0 for 1, strikeout and a walk. He had 4 putouts at first base. And now Castillo will come on as the catcher. Evans will become the first baseman. And the pitcher will bat 6th. I'll check to see if it can be Willie. Willie might have been in the last 2 games of the season, so he might not be eligible. We'll have to give it a look. Scurry's on the mound. Castillo's in the box. Bottom or top of the 9th. Pitch to Castillo, 2-9. Whew, boy, if it could have been a 2-10, that's a home run. Strikeout swinging for Castillo. And that'll be all she wrote for the top of the 9th for the Tigers. But they get 3 big runs on 3 hits. Chet Lemon's 3-run homer, the determining factor there, the big hit. On to the bottom of the 9th we go. And let's see who we can put in for a pitcher for the Tigers. Usually I have that all set up so that it's known, but it's unknown at this point. I think Willie is available. He wasn't in the game before. He was in the last game, but not the game before. Let's see. And as he got the save there. Yeah, he was in the last 2 games. But Willie cannot come in as reliever. Mendez is not available. Get a drink. Talk about that exciting top of the 9th for the Tigers and see what we get here. If we go extras or if we got an answer in the Tiger bullpen, or if the Yankees have an answer to that 3-run 9th inning. We didn't come in with, or did we? No, we didn't. So Ryan O'Neal's coming on. Rio Lopez, when there are left-handed batters, oddly enough, will be the choice. But we start off with Mattingly, so O'Neal. Let's do the book on Carey. He went 3 innings, gave up 1, 2 hits, a walk, struck out 2, had 2 double plays turned behind him, faced 3, 6, 10 batters in 3 innings. Two double plays. Delta's good. Bottom of the 9th. Don Mattingly, the batter, will be Mattingly, Winfield, and Baylor. 3, 4, and 5 hitters in the Yankees lineup. Mattingly and against O'Neill. Mattingly is 3 for 4. 3 singles. Run scored, 2 RBIs. He would love to pop one here. Get a walk-off homer to send him to the pennant game. Kicks and deals. It is a ballpark base hit to left field. Even as a left-hander, there's room for that because the split is a 2. So Donnie leads off with a ballpark base hit to left field. He is a 1-12 runner. Boy, do you dare take him out? We're not going to take him out. We're going to see where we go from here. Winfield's the batter. Tiger arms, +1 in right, +1, -1 in left now. And 0 for, or -1 for lemon. Center. Winfield the batter. Runner on first. Nobody out. Here's bottom of the 9th. 8-8 ball game. 6-8 is the roll, which is a walk. O'Neill's feeling the excitement, and he has walked Winfield. Brings up Don Baylor. And we're going to get a pinch hitter for Baylor as the DH. Anybody that can bunt on the bases on the bench right now. 2 on, nobody out. What do we got? Who do we got? Yankees were sure high on Hudler at the end of the season. He was second base over Randolph. I don't know if Randolph was injured, not able to play, or what the case was. But Hudler is going to be our man. He is an A bunter. So corners are in for the Tigers. Defensive bunt. Pitcher's not included in that. So Rex Hudler is the pinch hitter. So pitcher's not in. So bunts the pitcher are not subject to being, that's just the way I played it. So we got a pinch hitter. Hudler's the batter. Bunt defense is in place for the Tigers. And we are now going to get a pinch runner from Mattingly because potential is he's going to get out at third or on third. Who wants to run? Henry Cotto. That's who wants to run. So off the bench comes Henry Cotto. He's going to pinch run for Don Mattingly. Cotto is the pinch runner. He's a 1-15. So we got Cotto at second, Winfield at first, O'Neill on the mound, Hudler the bunter. There's the roll. It's a 6. It's going to be a good news for the Yankees. Bunt the third, just where you want it to be. You want the third baseman to take coverage so that there's nobody covering the third. Well executed bunt. Runners move up a base. Brings up Robertson, who will be walked. And here we are with Willie Randolph, the batter. Out comes O'Neill. We've played this game before. In will come. Will come in. Lopez is our pitcher. Need somebody who can throw a strikeout. Lopez is as likely to give up a homer as is to strike someone out. Infield is in. Bases are loaded. One is out. Willie Randolph is the batter. Aurelio Lopez is the pitcher. Better put him in the book. Out at 4, save 5. Da-da-da-da. So O'Neill, 1/3, a hit, a walk, an intentional walk, faced 4. He didn't get her done. Let's see if Lopez can. Bases loaded. 1 out. Bottom of the 9th. Walk off or 5-10. It is a ballpark fly to center field. What a lame way to win the game, but there it is. Ballpark fly hit the center field. Split is a 2. It needed to be less than a 10, which it was. And there, as I mentioned earlier before, is Willie Randolph driving in the winning run. They walk him off here in the stadium. Place is going bananas. People running out on the field, stealing hats, ripping up bases. And the Yankees have punched their ticket to the deciding game, or maybe it has been decided, depending on the outcome of the Toronto-Baltimore game. A walk-off win. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. They left 3. And the Yankees push across. A run in the 9th. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 runs on 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13 hits. And an error. 9, 13, and 1 for the hometown Yankees is the line score. For the visiting Tigers, 5, 8 runs on 3, 5, 7, 11 hits. Maximized their hits, did they? And boy, we had 2 costly errors. 8, 11, 2. That's the difference in the ball game, frankly. If those had been fly balls, then there's 2 runs that didn't score for the Yankees. But so Righetti came out of the game. On came Scurry. He got the last out and will be awarded the win. The loss will go to O'Neill. Gave up a run, and it was earned. All right, so Tigers line 8 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors. Yankees line 9 runs, 13 hits, and 1 error. What a ball game. That was fun.